Hello there, fellow Dazzlers, and a new players like WrestleJoester here to take you back through the gates of time, this time with a Mortal Kombat II tutorial on the AI. I've seen a few YouTubers tossing their hat in the ring with this, so I figure I might as well give my own observances of MK2's infamous AI. Now first what I'm going to do is go to the developer menu, and we are doing this, not developer, operator menu, we are doing this in MAME, so that's going to be the F2 key. And we're going to come down here real quick to game adjustment. And we're going to take this and put it on very hard. So the thing you got to know first about MKII is one, yes, it does read your buttons, and we'll get into that. But also, when you set it to whatever difficulty setting, your first opponent on the ladder will start at the difficulty. So if you set the very easy, for example, your first opponent will be on very easy. And then, I don't know the exact count for it, but as you go up the ladder, you very slowly go up to that very hard. So by the time you're fighting Shang Tsung, possibly the fighter before him, you're doing very hard. So I'm going to do that because this is geared around how to basically clown on the computer on very hard. So we're going to return back to the main menu, exit, and push the F2 key and get the game started here. Now we're going to be using Baraka. I know a lot of people tend to prefer Baraka because he's got his blade swipes, but there's another reason why we're going to be using him. Our first opponent up is Raiden. So, as I said, the computer reads your inputs, so it doesn't just read what you're going to do, it will like perfectly, or at least try to perfectly counter what you do. Now, a well-known trick here for the computer is that duck, backward jump. There's a good chance they're going to jump forward on you. And you could use different things. Oh, I'm just getting here. You could do different things to counter that. You could do an uppercut, the figure swipes. I like the roundhouse kick because it's just got that nice hitbox there. Now, sometimes it's not always going to work, but there's a good chance it works. And if you're put in the corner like that, there's a few things you could do depending on the character. It might just be good to let them throw you so you can get some space. Now, Raiden, when you jump forward on him, he likes to try to get you with that roundhouse kick, and if you time the distance right, you can get him. He also will try to do a jump kick, but the best thing to do for him is the duck jump backwards. Katana, never jump forward unless you've got her down. Even then, yeah. I tend not to like to jump forward on her because she'll get you with that fan. So the best thing to do is that trick like this, so you just duck, jump backwards, roundhouse kick. Jump backwards, roundhouse kick. Jump backwards. Okay, missed that time, but usually it works. But there's something else you can do too. You can do this little Superman jump because, one, for whatever reason, either the hitbox on that is messed up or the hurt box on Katana is messed up. Because you can jump like this, and the computer will try to hit you with that fan, and Baraka's little Superman pose there safely goes right over it. Look at that. I messed it up, whatever. So, that's a trick you can use on a lot of characters. And yeah, Katana never jump forward in on her, because she'll hit you with that stun. Kung Lao is a bit of a character here. He likes to do his hat toss, of course. But the thing you gotta watch out is he can get you with that like straight jump kick, and that's gonna count on you almost every time, at least with Baraka. So the best thing to do in this case is use a jump back. Just wait for him to hit you. Or you could do the jump in the air thing too. He'll try to get you with his high kick, or he'll try to get you with a hat throw. I don't know why I keep thinking I can jump forward in on him, but some part of me hopes he's going to do the high kick. There's probably a distance you can jump where he will do the high kick instead of jumping forward in on you. It just depends, and I don't think I've quite figured that out yet. But I don't really need to when you've got much safer options, like doing the back jump and then just waiting for him to get closer and hitting him with that Superman jump. Oop, oop. See, I didn't take my own advice there, see? But we got him. That's 2 down. 3 down, my bad. Jax. Jax, you can jump in on him. You just gotta be careful, because if you do it too close, he'll get you with the gotcha grab. So you can always just do, of course, the jump back, and then You can get him with the Superman punch. It looks close, but it won't actually hit you because the Baraka's hurt box when he does his little Superman thing is small enough to avoid getting hit by that. And other characters, it's not going to be, which is why I think the computer, if it has a fireball, so to speak, a projectile, defaults to doing that. So I think with a lot of characters on their way down, or when they're doing their punch animation, would get hit by that. There we go. Look at that. And the thing I want to note too is I did mention the computer input reading. So what you want to do is don't touch any freaking buttons until the round starts. Don't hold your jump buttons or anything like that, because the computer is going to see that you're doing that and will be plotting against you. Because the computer is like, imagine you somehow had the ability to see what your opponent was pushing on the joystick, keyboard, whatever, and react instantly to it. That's basically what the computer's doing here. It somehow can see the buttons you're pushing and react at the same time. Liu Kang, don't jump forward on him, and I'll show you why. He's going to hit you with that almost every time, and you're going to have a bad time. So, you could also try the jump, see if you can get him with that. He'll sometimes just stand in the same place and fireball. He's got me in the corner here, and I'm... Whoops. For Liu Kang, the best thing, in my opinion, to do is to just use the jump back trick. Because then you also get around, one, having to time your jumping down, and then two, you'll be ducking so that flying kick won't hit you. It'll go right over you. Look at that. And a flawless on top of that. So we're going to duck. What I'm doing is a little thing here. Jump back. Get him. Jump back. You can see I walk forward a little bit. That's just to make sure I have a little bit more room to do the jumping back. Mistimed a distance there. That's okay. I think I still got a little bit. I think I'll have him. Yep, he's not biting it, so let's just try getting him with... Oh. There we go. And always remember, even if someone blocks, they'll take a bit of damage. So if they're on danger and you know they're going to block if you try to hit them with like a fireball or a jump forward, have at it. Because they'll take the chip damage. Because the computer doesn't consider its own life bar. That's the thing to keep in mind. So even though it might block something and it will take it out, you can get that free hit in. Now Baraka, again, don't jump forward on him, because he's got that, he'll do the blade swipe on you. I have actually jumped over the blade swipes when I was close enough, but it's not something I think that's worth looking into. Now Baraka, of course, you can get him with the jumping up once he gets close enough. Okay, I screwed that up. Let me see if I could do it in the next round. I've done that before, where I've just reliably just... He's not buying it. Okay, there we go. That was too close. You get him with that ridiculously huge hitbox there. Look at that. Not even touching him! Easy peasy. Next up is Sub-Zero. So the ninjas all use similar, somewhat similar strategies as far as like being close to them goes, and they all have the same hitboxes and whatnot. When as far as like their non-special moves, normal moves go, like their jumping, their flip kicks, all that. Not flip kicks, but you know what I mean. So Sub-Zero, you can do the Superman thing. And of course, holding down and pushing back, jump back works. The thing you got to be careful with Sub-Zero is he's got that annoying slide, so you look out for that. That's just reptile. One thing you can do though is if you see him try to ice ball you, sometimes you can jump forward and get him. But with Sub-Zero and the other ninjas, you'll notice they'll try to roundhouse kick you if you jump in on them. And they'll try to jump up and kick you, depending on what distance you are. And with Baraka, you can get around that. You just got to have the timing down on that. And if you want to try those strategies, go ahead. And if those strategies seem a bit too dangerous, you can always rely on the ducking down, jumping back. 9 times out of 10 that's going to work. So Melina is someone you can clown on all day, because if you jump forward, if you're far back enough and you jump forward on her, she's going to do that. Now, if she's too close to the wall, she'll jump kick you. But if you jump in and you see her do the size, wait till you're over, kick her in the face. See, she got me with the kick there. And there you go. Probably one of the easiest AIs to clown on in this game. Now we're up against Reptile. So remember, he's got the ninja move set. Sometimes he'll open with a force ball. Remember, even if you think... Oh, see, he's getting me with them jump kicks. It's... With Baraka, or really anyone, it's... That distance is sometimes hard to, for me at least, to judge, to figure out how I can do it. And you'll see I kind of start the round by jumping forward, because sometimes characters like Sub-Zero, Reptile, or Scorpion will open with the projectile, so you can get a free kick on them with that. Sometimes Reptile may turn invisible, but you can use the same tricks on him. Now Cage, he's another guy you can kind of clown on, because when you jump forward on him, and you're the right distance, he'll try to hit you with a force ball. And you pretty much can jump right over that, and then just kick him in the face. If you got the distance down right. I don't have the exact measurements as far as like pixels and stuff go, but you know, it's not too hard. So we'll wait for him to do that. Oop, that's a bit too far forward there. You can get him with that. And since I didn't do it the first time around, alright, Scorpion is a bit of a stinker, because he's got his spear, and you could do the jump forward in on him. The best thing to do, really, is, like with Liu Kang, just use it. Do that! Let him throw you all over the place. No, I was going to say, do the jumping back trick. If he'll fall for it. Ooh, he didn't. Okay, I can see Scorpion is out to make me look like a complete idiot. I mean, I guess you could say they're not 100% flawless strategies, but you'll have an easier time trying this stuff out than doing it like normal, I guess you could say. So he didn't do his spear there this time, so let me see if I can get him with the... There we go. Alright, I see Scorpion's going to be a stick in the mud this time. Let's see if I can get him with it. Nope. Well, you also got the... Shoot. I was going to say, you've also got the Superman thing here. You can sometimes get him in a... Ooh, get him in a rhythm. Sometimes you can't. Whew. And that's something you've got to also keep in mind when it comes to the AI in MK2, is it is really down to positioning, timing, things of that nature. Because remember, this thing's trying to react perfectly to what you're doing. That's why you only really want to push buttons when you're ready to move. You don't want to hold anything down in anticipation. Unless it's like ducking. I think that's like one of the only... I'd say only exceptions I'd make for that. Eh. We were doing good till we got the Scorpion. Here we go, hit him with the sweep kick. He's just not... Scorpion is not playing along here. There we go. Ah. There we go, okay. I think we got him. We had him. Like I said, Scorpion's a bit of a little stinker. Not push anything, jumping forward. Okay, so he just anticipated a jump forward, it seems like. Didn't mean to do that, but that's okay. Do be careful if you're going to try those jump forward strategies, because if Scorpion does block it, he's got a free spear on you. And the problem with Scorpion is those spears are a lot damaging than, you know, say taking a Liu Kang fireball or a Kung Lao hat, because he's got you with that 1-2 combo. Hits you with the spear and then gives you an uppercut. Okay, we're just gonna let him throw me. There we go. Yeah, see, only took all day, but we're now on to Shang Tsung. So the thing to know about Shang Tsung is whoever he turns into, he will adapt their strategies. So see, he turns into Johnny Cage, so you can get him with the whole jump over his force ball and knock him in the head. And in fact, you want him to turn into either Johnny Cage or Melina, because those are like the two easiest characters to get around. Speaking of which, a little bit of trouble there. I wasn't expecting it, but yeah, he's back to normal. Regular Shang Tsung isn't too difficult to deal with. You can just get him with the same tricks you've been using to get this far. The jump back works fairly good, as does the Superman punch, because that's really the only things he has are the fireballs. Now, Kintaro is a pain in the neck. I think there's a strategy where you jump forward in on him, and you can get him to almost try to hit you, and then like jump kick him, but it didn't work. Oh, there he goes. Again, it's probably it's a trick I started trying to do recently, so it might be just down to me trying to find that right rhythm, that right distance. See, we've got him clowning on him right now. Hit him with a fireball or two, because at that point I have enough health to take those. It's actually kind of dangerous, because he could have jumped up and pounded the hell out of me, but so we'll just see if I can get it with that, and then follow up with a blades. Oh, I was too close. He got me with the blade. Oh no! He's got me in the corner. See if I can get out of that. There we go. Yeah, that wasn't smart. Got a little too carried away there with them blade sparks. Let's try that again. Yeah, it's like with the other characters, it seems like a matter of finding that right distance to kind of trigger him to react in a certain way that then you can take advantage of. Like as if it's just going, okay, it's doing this, I'm going to react this way. Because that's the thing you got to remember about AI opponents in pretty much any game, is it's just a series of, like, you know, it going, okay, he's doing this, so I'm going to try to do that. Right? Oops. Oh, ooh. Now I'm getting clowned on. You did that little victory thing there, so it's a free hit there. I'm just going to kind of... Ooh, mess that up. Not giving it to me. There we go. Ah, that was too close. You know, I should have tried that Superman punch. Never mind. Let's not try the Superman punch. You generally want to avoid doing fireballs on him unless like he's in danger, like he's like this, and I can pretty much... Oh! Thought I was going to get him, but... Because normally he'll either counter with his own fireball, which of course does more damage, or he'll just jump and it'll be a bad time. So, Shao Kahn, this is when you finally get to do the blade swipes. Because sometimes sometimes he'll do that, and sometimes he'll just, like, charge forward right into you, and it's hilarious. Okay, it didn't work that time, but... There's something else you can do that I think is funny. So, let's... If he's close enough, he'll just keep blocking your leg sweeps. There we go. If you're close enough, you can catch up in it. There we go. Not so hard, is he? No, eh? Ah. Open up with a shoulder charge. You want to be careful when doing that, because if you're too far away, he can just back up. That's generally why you don't want to rely on the blade swipes either, because one, the computer can throw you right out of it if you're close enough, or they'll just block and, or you'll mistime it and they'll just back up and hit you with something. Alright, I guess we're just trying to the bosses on twice. Let's do it. Wait, I'm in that. I've seen him sometimes like try to do a kick or try to like shoulder charge into the Fury Swipes. I don't know why he does that, but it's funny. Yeah, see, there he goes. He was trying to do something and it made him hit with the hit them swipes. Just keep doing a low kick here. And there we go! It wasn't too hard now, would it? Now, I don't know how effective the jumping in and all that techniques are for other characters. I do want to try that out. But in general, the crouching, jumping backwards, getting them to hesitate and hit you, I believe also the same tricks for Shao Kahn and Kintaro, the jumping forward and trying to do the low kicks on them. Those should generally work. Now, what if you're playing the game not on very hard mode, and you're just like, okay, Razzle, well, my local place, they have it set to medium difficulty level, and I want to get through those guys quickly. Well, it's a lot easier than you would ever imagine. I'm going to show you a trick that's going to be funny. Now, on lower skilled opponents, you can kind of, you know, do things like jump forward, but if you get close enough, you can just literally do that to them. No having a time jump, no having to do nothing, just get in with that, and then sometimes I'll get out of it, but you can pretty much just clown on them all day. Easier opponents. And that's how you can kind of tell when it's getting more difficult, because the computer will start dodging that. They'll either start blocking it, they'll throw you out of it, they'll counter it, they'll jump backwards. So once you see that, that's when you want to start turning it up a bit and adapting slowly those other... Like, see, kind of jumped out of it, but...
Baraka wins. Flawless victory. Round 2, fight.
Pass a force ball, and we're just gonna... There you go.
Baraka wins. Round 1, fight.
Yeah, see, now he instantly recovers, jumps out of it, he's starting to do all of his... You're starting to see the nonsense. Not as bad, because, you know, a very hard computer wouldn't take the fireball like that, but... you can see it's kind of starting to turn the heat up a bit.
Round 2, fight.
Still kind of get them, but you see it's kind of slowly not working as reliably as it was with the first fight. So that's about it. I'll try to see if I can experiment with other characters. I definitely want to also try it with different fighting games. The way I figured this out, honestly, was screwing around with cheats on MAME, which I do have a video. I'll put that up in the description or up on the screen here on how to install cheats in MAME. And if you ever want to see if you've got your cheats activated, so like say I've got my cheat options here. So what I did was I basically went down to cheat options. I turned on infinite time and an infinite energy for both characters. Because then you can just start a game. Oh, well, here, let's go. Game adjustment. Crank that up to hard. No. Exit. And then you can just pick your character. You get in your first fight. And then you can pretty much just spend all day long screwing around trying to figure out what works. That's kind of how I figured out, like, the distance jumping. I mean, I'm a little bit rusty on it, admittedly, because I haven't not really playing Mortal Kombat 2 as much against the computer. But you can use that to experiment around, and maybe there's tricks you guys may be able to figure out that I missed out on, or probably stuff I missed out on from other tricks and videos I've seen about this game. But I think it's kind of cool that we got this here. Just play around with it and figure out how to do it. So anyways, that being said, my name is Russ Joestar. Thank you for coming through the gates of time with me to take a look at Mortal Kombat 2, a way to kind of rust around the computer a bit easier. And I will see you all next time. Take care and have a good one.